Hi guys, welcome to the A45 Stone Guard install guide, as a few of you have requested. Here it is here. As you can see, on the front side here is the 3M protective film, and on the back side it's still got the main satin colour. Right, so what you need is two trim tools or something similar, so like a blunt knife, something like that. So I've got two trim tools here that help get the grommets out, which are here and here. Also alcohol wipe, just to clean the paint before you stick down the sticker, and also a heat gun or hairdryer, something like that, just to heat the tape up before sticking it down. Right, so let's get on with this. So we've got the grommet here, so you've got the outside and the inside part. You want to scoop the middle part and just prise it out gently, like that, and the same for the top one. Okay, once it's out a bit, you can just pull it out with your fingers. It will be a little bit tricky for the first time that you do it. Right, second part, get underneath the plastic part of this mud guard and just pry the grommets out like that. Okay, grab it again with your fingers and just give it a little pull. It might creak a lot, but it's perfectly normal. Right, so those are the grommets out. It probably looks a lot easier now than what it will be doing it with a knife or something like that if you don't have it, but it's not too difficult if you've got the right tools. Right, so what you do is you just lift up the flap and place the guard in between. You can put it over the plastic, but I think it looks personally much better if it's on the underside, and it protects it a bit more from the elements. Right, so that's pretty much it in place. You've got a little slide-in notch part. If I take it out, you can see that again, a little sliding notch here, so you do have a little bit of adjustability there for when fitting. Right, so when it's offered up in place, just pop the grommets back in, right, just like that. So that's now in place. You've got the smaller inner part of the grommet. Don't worry about putting that in just yet. You want it to remain a little bit free for the next part. What you want to do is make sure that the inside of the guard is actually really clean before you stick it down. I've kind of jumped one step ahead here and actually put it in place, but what you need to do is just lift up the underside and just clean the bits where the tape's going to be in contact with. Okay, so you can do it with it off or with it on. It's a bit easier with it off, mind you. Okay, right, so that's now done. So it's all clean, all prepped. It's much better if the car's clean in the first place, so you don't have loads of mud. Right, next part, heat it up. I'm going to whiz ahead of this part because you don't want to hear a noisy hot air gun while I heat the tape up. So I'll do this now, and then I'll show you the next part. Right, heat gun's got that nice and hot now. Be careful because this is metal, so it does get really quite hot. What you want to do is peel back the film from the top, leading it down to the bottom there. Just make sure all of the tape's off. On this part there's a tiny bit left. Okay, there you go. Right, so that's off. When this is down, this is stuck. It's not going to be easy to move around, so this is a one-shot thing. Line up the top of the strake with the arch here. Make sure the bottom part is also lined up nicely there. You want it just pointing slightly in on the inner edge there, and then press it down. Okay, just like that. So I'm going to again whiz ahead because you've got to hold this down for probably 30 seconds to a minute. Okay, right, now that is absolutely bolted in place. Next part, popping in the middle parts of the grommets there. Right, this is a little bit more difficult with the metal now in place, so just give it a good push. There you go, and it just pops in. Right, so there you go. That's this side installed, and that's how to do it. Of course, here I have taken the wheel off. Only for filming purposes. You don't need to do this. You can do it down the side with your hands. There's enough clearance. It's just so it gives a bit more light so the camera can see it. So that's it installed. Nice, easy, flush fitting. Nothing too complicated, even the most novice of you can do this. One thing that I'll touch on quickly is the sort of maintenance of it. The front side is obviously protected with 3M film, so it will get battered with stones, but it should not go through to the anodized. You can actually take that off if you want the more satin finish to it, but be aware that it does have more chance of getting chipped. On the inside there's no protection in terms of a film, so really you just want to be careful that you're not spraying wheel cleaners or acids onto it, especially onto the inside the face part, just so it doesn't eat into it at all. Other than that, easy maintenance and stops all the nasty pebble dashing and mud splats up your side and the bottom of the side skirt. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope it helped, and cheers for buying the Stone Guard. Cheers.